Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. I think that's right. Right?
Hey, I got my notification right now, like as soon as you click on.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that never happens.
Hope everybody's having a good morning. We have Silver Hair Stacker Todd here.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and we have Bridget. He has to be quiet because it's
That's right.
Shh, very quiet. And we have Bridget, the New York Picker.
Hey,
Good
you got
morning,
a thumbs down already and you didn't even start. Oh my God. People driving.
I got what?
A thumbs down already and before you even started.
Wow, man, that makes me so popular. I love it. I love it.
Morning, Hank. Morning, Mary. Morning, Julie. Ugh.
Let's see if we can find the chat.
Hope everybody had good sales weekend.
Yeah. I had a few yesterday while I was working, and I think I have 14 or 15 going out. So not too shabby.
Morning, John. Thank you.
No, not too shabby at all.
Look,
That's
John
good.
showed up.
It's very good.
Look, John showed up. He's already afternoon.
He's already got what?
He's already afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yep.
John Clissold.
Well, good afternoon, John.
Good afternoon to you.
Morning,
Ringo.
Mike.
Ringo, what are you doing? Let's see here. Okay, just trying to get caught up here.
Oh my gosh, you are? Well, let me look and see what they have, Julie. Thank you, though, for offering.
Oh, the flower garden. Ooh. That sounds like fun. Let's see here. So it was a very eventful weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It was a very, I mean, in good ways and in bad ways. I guess it just depends on how you look at them. But Saturday, what did I do? Worked up until about 3, and then I got ready, and I all day long I was trying to talk myself out of going to the auction, and then I finally just pushed myself far enough that I went. And so
glad you went.
I just hate those things because, like, there's regulars, of course. And so I'm going to look for chairs. Well, they've got, so because it was so cold, they had, which it wasn't that cold, but so they had another auction going on, and I think probably the bigger items in another room. And so I'm going and I'm looking for a chair, and there's like a whole row of empty chairs, and I go to sit down. Oh, ma'am, you can't sit there. Those people are over there. I'm like, come on, guys. Either,
Well, then they should have put their jackets or name tags on the chairs.
But I mean, he was just like, oh yeah, they're over there in the, and yeah, it kind of pissed me off. But so I went, and I eventually I found a place to sit, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to start getting there. I think I got in there about 5. I got there about 4:30, I think, and but I think it states that it starts at 5:30, but they were already doing the auction when I walked in.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, was it 4:30 or was it 5:30? Was your clock wrong?
No.
Oh no,
it
wait.
Was right.
No, that's right.
It was right. It was right. But maybe they just, I don't know. Maybe they just start early. I don't know. But
That's weird.
So maybe I need to start getting there a little bit earlier so I can find a seat. And I mean, the seat that I eventually found was not bad, but yeah,
Mike.
it'll be a work in progress, I guess, just like everything else. Just gonna have to figure it out.
Oh, Mike. Mike says, I had the speed set at 75%. I thought you guys were all on downers or something there for me.
Good
Oh,
morning, Mike.
Are
You
we
look
are we just
lovely today,
are we
girls.
smoked a doobie?
That's funny. We all sounded like Todd.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bridget.
Um, but they really didn't have a whole lot of stuff. They did have some coins, and because I didn't really know what they were, and yeah, I didn't bid on any of them. Shame on me.
Well,
But
No, you have to know what they are.
yeah,
It's time
so
consuming to learn coins.
yeah. So I just let there was a guy there, and he was just buying them up like they were
oh
little
yeah.
candy bars. I mean, he was every one of them. So I was
Usually
like,
always have a coin guy there and a gold guy there and a silver guy there.
yeah. But it was good. It was good to get back into it. Good to
Good.
I'm not saying I'm gonna try. I'm going every Saturday, at least to
Yay.
that. So
Well, good. I hope you do. I hope you stick with that.
yeah. Yeah, I got I think the biggest thing that I probably got was it was a Hello Kitty CD karaoke set. It looked like they go for 45 to 50, so
Nice.
I should do okay. I think I don't even know how much I paid for it. It wasn't very much, but and I'll definitely make money on that. Um and there was a few things I kind of did a dumb thing because they were selling a lot of stuff, and I seen, so they lifted up the stethoscope, and I know that Littman is a very good stethoscope, and so I was like, but I didn't know what the brand name was on it, and it's just a generic one. After I got it, I was like, oh, but there's a couple of like electronic gadgets in there that I got to look up. They might do okay. They look like they're maybe maybe a tens unit.
Oh, nice.
So that might I don't know exactly what it is. So I'm just guessing that it's a tens unit, but um I'll I haven't had a chance to look it up and get it listed and everything, so and tested. But yeah, I didn't. I really didn't get a whole lot. I was just really conservative. I think I spent $20. So, get that stuff looked up and see where I'm at, and hopefully I'll at least make my $20 back.
You will.
So,
You will.
but
Yep. You never go around with box lots of stuff.
and that's the thing is, just getting back into it. You don't. I'm not saying everybody is, but I'm a little, just kind of sitting in the back, just kind of seeing how things are going, and
Right.
So.
Right. Kind of get your bearings, and
Yeah.
then you'll be good. You know what? They'll learn that you can roll with the rest of them.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Of course, I was the only one there with purple hair, so one of the callers, she was like, "Oh, I love your hair," and then anytime that I want anything, purple hair.
Oh God.
Right. I'm the purple hair lady. Great name.
Oh well, at least you stand out, right? And
At
then
least they know who I am.
people be like, "Oh, I hope that purple hair lady doesn't come today."
Right. Exactly.
Pretty
Exactly.
soon you'll be getting the looks that we get when we walk into the auction.
Yeah. But it was good. I was really worried I wasn't going to get a parking space. And they have this space, it's basically a parking lot. And then if you don't fit in there, you can go down into the pasture. And it had just rained, and I was like, that was one of the things that I was worried about is, I don't have 4-wheel drive in my van, of course. And so I didn't want to, go down there and then get stuck and, mess with all that. But luckily I found a nice big parking spot and had no trouble with that. So
Oh, good. That's good.
But those are the legitimate things that I'm always worried about, is just and that's where I start to talk myself out of doing things. But
You can't
just
talk
gotta
out of it though.
roll with the punches and go with it and go anyway. Deal with it. So, morning, Deb.
Good morning.
So,
Morning, Deb.
Good morning.
John's got a witch at his auction.
but and then just to give you a little update on the house situation, my in-laws' house. So, I thought we were done with the house, but apparently we weren't not done with the house.
Oh, no.
So we had we pulled, by the time I got there, they had pulled all the stuff out of the house that they were keeping or going to storage or whatever. And so we took a bunch of, I went through the stuff, and anything that I didn't want, we went and donated it. So that got done. And then they started working in the smokehouse, and I found out that there was a possum in there. And I was like, hell to the no. I did not step 1 foot in there. I was like, I'm not doing it. Nope.
That's like a giant mouse.
Yeah, I am not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nope. So
a giant mouse that's really ugly.
I was like, no, it's not gonna happen. So my sister-in-law was in there. Well, both of my sister-in-laws were in there, and they worked on that, and they so I think that's done. So, and then they started working on the garage a little bit, pulling things out of there. Thing is, so they got the house, and then across the street they have where my sister-in-law lives. There is a garage there. So basically, the person that rents the house can use the part of the garage that's across the street.
Oh.
But there was still stuff. I mean, there's still stuff packed in there. So he couldn't move that stuff out. Number one, there was like 3 inches of ice on the floor.
Oh gosh.
Because it's like a downward slope. So we got that all cleaned out, and then we got the load emptied there. But again, it was just it was 3 women and my father-in-law, who's 75. So that's who was working on that.
My gosh.
So, but we got a lot done with that, and we're gonna try again next weekend. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do it on Sunday, but things happen,
No,
really, we gotta get it done. We really need to, because I can't keep going,
No.
and doing, but yeah. So just keep trying, keep working towards it, and keep trying to get it done. Eventually, one of these days, it'll be done.
I hope, yeah.
But the garage is just packed full of stuff. So they got to figure out what what they're gonna do with that. So
Yeah.
it'll be okay. We'll get it done.
Mm.
Let's see what's going on. Yep, Mike, I went to an auction. Crazy. But yeah, so it was a good weekend. It went really quick, and everything, and sales were pretty decent through the weekend. So I think Saturdays was really good. But
To the witch. Oh my goodness.
what?
John says, at an auction I go to, there's a lady with quite messy hair, and the auctioneer says, sold to the witch.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Well, apparently she don't have a problem with that. She probably would have said something. So yeah, so that's kind of what we did or what I did. I'm gonna go talk to the local police department and see when they open up the shooting range, and I'm gonna try and get on that.
Good.
Get some shooting in.
Good for you.
I would really one of my biggest goals is to be able to wear my gun, be able to carry. That's something that I really would like to start doing. But because I don't feel comfortable in my shooting abilities and in just the general, thing of the gun, I feel like I need some instruction on that. So
With a shooting
and we have
auction? Hey, it just might.
we have open carry and concealed carry. We don't have to have a permit.
Wow,
for
you're
either.
lucky.
So so I'd really like, while I'm here at least, I'd like to get comfortable enough to be able to do that.
What are the rules for that in Texas?
I'm not
The
sure.
same,
I was looking. Are they the same?
What is it? Ted?
yeah, I mean, you can carry an unloaded open weapon, but you cannot, and you can have one in your car unloaded, but to conceal carry, you have to have a permit.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Which pretty much everybody in Texas does, except for me.
Right. See, to get a permit where I am right now, it's a 2-year wait. Like, once I fill out my permit paperwork and turn it in, and then you take the course that you're supposed to take, it is up to 2 years before you actually get it.
Wow.
Yeah. Depending on what county you live in. Like the county I live in, it's that. In the next county over, it's only a year. So, but it's just crazy.
And that's to get a gun?
To be able to carry up. Or even have a handgun, yes.
Yeah. See, I got mine the same day. I didn't even have to. They did a check on me, and I was clear, and I got the gun the same day.
That's how it is with rifles here.
I think.
Or shotguns. But not handguns.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because that was it. So we had planned on going and filling out the paperwork and everything, but we really didn't look to get the gun the same day, and I was approved the same day. So like, cool, that's awesome. Thank you very much.
So you want to hear my weird experience at the auction yesterday?
Sure.
Sure.
I was kind of waiting for Nikki, but that's all right. So this lady, Kathy, that she's been going to the auctions. She goes to like the older auctions we used to go to, auction places, and then we don't go there anymore. Well, she started coming to this one. And I call her fake hair lady because when she moves her eyebrows, her whole toupee moves back and forth. So you know she's got hair. But anyway, she's pretty nice. So I've known her for years. And her one dog died that she's had forever. And she's got this new little dog. Her name is Lovey. And she's a little white Maltese. And she's really cute. So I walked over to my van, and I was walking back up the middle aisle. And the dog was sitting on the lap. So I stopped and I'm petting the dog. And I look over and she has my name written on a sheet of paper. And under my name, she has all this stuff written. I'm like, what? So I stopped petting the dog and I walked all the way around the front aisle where I was sitting, and I walked all the way around to the third aisle where she was sitting, and I scooched in and I sat in a seat right next to her like I was petting. Well, it was her, the dog bed, and then I sat next to the dog bed. So then the dog comes and jumps on my lap, you know. I'm petting her and I'm looking over and she had everything I bought written down.
Oh, wow.
Everything. I'm like, okay.
She's keeping a file on you for the government.
Well, you know, maybe that's, I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird, but maybe that's a good thing because she recognizes, you know, you get good stuff. And but, maybe those are things that, you know, maybe she wants to take a look at.
No, it's things that because she's a Barbie doll seller.
Oh.
And I bought a Menudo doll, and I bought a Spectra Barbie doll, and some other things. Yeah, so it's stuff that she knows about, and I probably outbid her on those things.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering if she just wants. But surprise to her, if she's going to check out my store for them, they're not going to be on my eBay store. So she won't find them.
Oh my gosh.
But whatever. I just thought it was weird. I'm like. So then Chris turns around like, where the hell did you go? And he sees me with the dog on my lap, and he gives me this look like, hello, we're at the auction.
Well, we're getting here.
Freaking dog on your lap. So I walk back around, and I'm whispering to him. I'm like, you would not believe what I just saw.
Wow.
Oh my God, it was funny.
So do you just think she's gonna go on to like eBay and try to find where you've listed them?
She knows my eBay store. I think she's gonna try to see because she had written down what I paid for them, and I think she's gonna try to see what kind of profit I made.
I see.
But no, she doesn't know. I was busy playing with the dog, and I was kind of just glancing over. But she's not gonna find them on eBay because they're things I'm gonna put on Amazon. So
right.
And she doesn't know I sell on Amazon.
Yeah.
But that was funny though.
That is kind of crazy.
I'm like, I've never like I've done it once in a while, like if somebody wins something and I just will jot down the item and what they paid for it.
Right.
Not their name or anything, just what they paid for it. By the time I get home, I don't remember who the hell bought it anyway. But, just so I could kind of look it up and see, like you said, like do some research on it.
Yeah.
If I missed anything. But
right.
She doesn't know. I don't think she's kind of, I don't know if she knows about YouTube or not. She's kind of a weird one. But yeah, I always call her fake hair lady. That's what Chris and I call her. You know how like, Tara will tell you have names for people at the auctions.
Yeah, I had a couple of choice names for people, but
I'm sure. Like your purple hair lady.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's okay.
At least you're not fake hair lady.
That's right. That's all mine. It's a different color. It's a different color. But
oh well.
Yeah. People are funny. And, actually, one thing that I do enjoy when I go to the auction is just kind of watching people,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just I don't know.
Watch what they buy, what they do, what they.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get to know a person's bidding pattern after a little while, so you will know like kind of when they're gonna stop. You kind of figure all that out.
There was this kid, and he was, I don't know, he had to have been all of about 4 years old, maybe 5. And I mean, when you're at an auction for, I think it's like 4 or 5 hours. When you're at an auction, I'm sure, kids are going to get bored.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And so he was raising his hand when they were doing the auction. I mean, he was just, and he was yelling, just, I don't know, trying to imitate the auctioneer, and it was pretty comical actually.
You be careful of that though, because people at auctions will use their kids as pawns.
Really?
Especially if you start bidding on toys, vintage toys, they'll have their little ones bid. So they think it's going to make you feel bad to bid against the little ones. I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah.
What the hell is it? Like we were bidding on an Xbox one time, and somebody had their kid bid, and I'm thinking, and we won it. And the auctioneer, not the auctioneer we go to now, but the other one's like, oh, you. And I said, I don't care. I really don't care.
Yep.
Doesn't make me feel bad. The kid didn't seem upset or anything. He was just bidding for his parents.
Oh my goodness.
So early Saturday morning.
Yes.
Change the subject. Get a message from my buyer of one of the truck windshields. Yes, USPS smashed it.
Oh no.
Wow.
So this morning I'm shipping out a new one, and so now I can't remember if I sent it priority mail or ground.
I would think priority, right?
Yeah. Well, I always go with what's cheapest because I'm cheap.
Well,
and
did you insure it at least? No, because that would have been extra. Yeah. What am I talking about? Go ahead.
It'll be all right.
Yeah. So, I mean, even sending 2, I'm making a good profit on those still.
I know.
Yeah.
But now I got to see about making a claim.
Yeah.
Which is a pain in the claim.
Yeah, USPS claims are a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
FedEx's are quick and
Then I hauled a load of brush to the brush dump.
Oh, good. Finally.
Came back, and the neighbor kids helped me load the trailer again, and I took another load. So I am still sore.
Well, that was nice of them to help you.
Oh, no, I paid them.
Oh.
Hey, it's still nice. That's still nice of them to do that.
They saved me about 30 minutes.
That's awesome.
And a little bit of back problems. Yeah, they can just keep calling.
Hey, Todd, your phone is too loud.
Shh.
I know. What the hell?
Don't yell at us when she wakes up.
No, it's your fault. No, that's your phone.
So, yeah. And then I got home, and I still have another load to take.
Well, you know what? You got rid of 2.
Yeah,
you could have had all 3 still.
The brush dump is only on the second Saturday of the month.
Really?
So, and it's only from 9 to 11:30.
What the heck?
So I wasn't able to get even if I was completely wasted by the time I got done with the second load.
How much did you drink?
No, physically I was.
Oh. What the hell were you drinking while you were doing that?
was gonna say, are you sure they're not the ones that run the post office too, having their hours like 9 o'clock to 9:50?
My arms were like the neck on a rubber chicken.
Oh gosh.
So
you're a floppy wrist now too, like Jim?
Oh gosh.
Oh my God. So yeah.
So you can recover today. Yeah, you got a couple of loads in. That's good.
Yep.
I really thought I would be like, I can't move.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, oh my God, Valerie's gonna be so sore on Monday.
And I'm a little sore, but it's actually not that bad.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was for sure thinking you would be like so sore.
I mean, I got up this morning, I felt like a zombie. I was just like, but that was probably because I went to bed at 2:00 in the morning too.
Yeah, you had to stay up till midnight to watch Walking Dead. And
you know what? I'm sitting here. I felt like such a dumbass. Like I'm sitting here and I'm, just on my computer, just dilly dallying, and I'm like, and it's 10:50, and I'm like, something's missing. What's going? Something's wrong. And I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe that I missed The Walking Dead. I mean, that's not that big of a deal, really. But, for me, I mean, it's pretty, because I'm looking forward to that. But, so I was just like, oh my God, I can't, And luckily, the good thing is they play that like 3 times.
Yep,
They play the
do.
regular, then they play the encore, and then at midnight. So midnight was the last one that I could watch. And so I was like, well, I guess I'm staying up. So
they play the whole show 3 times?
Yeah,
they do that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then next week they'll play it right before the new episode.
Are you kidding me?
No.
For those
no.
people that need to catch up.
Yeah. So I watched it at midnight. I'll probably next weekend, if I remember that it's on, I'll probably watch it early to, get anything that I might have missed. I think I pretty much got everything, but I'll watch it again. And then, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's around 7 that they actually start showing episodes that lead up to the new episode. So you're not really missing out on stuff if you watch.
I like that they do that.
And then when a new season starts, they'll do like a marathon.
Yeah.
Right before to lead up to it.
Well,
it's a big deal.
I guess it is.
It's a big deal, and there's a lot of people, and I actually don't mind. Norman Reedus, he has that show Ride.
And
I like that. I like that show too.
Yeah, I do too. He's doing more of not just riding, but like going and visiting places and doing stuff.
Right.
Before, when I first started watching, it was more like, he'd go and get on his bike and he'd go and pick up somebody, and then they'd go to some other place and grab some new bikes, and he'd have his whole, itinerary, the road trip. But now he's like doing more stuff. Like
like he's meeting up with people. Like yesterday, he met up with because he was in Boondock Saints.
Yes.
And he met up with his whatever you call it, the person that I don't know who.
His name is Sean Flannery, something or other.
Sean Patrick Flannery.
Yes, I think.
And oh my gosh, he's pretty cute, but he's no Norman Reedus.
No.
But they went through Texas.
And they didn't visit the one and only Silver Hair Stacker?
No, they didn't. He was not there. There was no hand.
What type of show are you watching?
Yeah. I saw them going down the road with their camera trucks behind them. Yeah.
It's funny how he's like really good, at his character at shooting with the crossbow, and he was saying how bad he was at shooting guns.
Oh
when
yeah.
they went to the gun range.
I was like,
I couldn't
what?
stop laughing.
Where is your aim? Because you don't have it. Yeah. But it was good. It was good to. I like those shows of his. So
Yeah.
I didn't mind, and I was shipping anyway, so it was all good. All good in the hood. So, so yeah, I didn't get anything listed yesterday. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I listed Saturday. Yeah, I did get some things listed Saturday. So I gotta get back on track here and get some more things listed.
Yep. So, Bridget, how many packages do you have going out today? Bridget? Bridget. Mm-hmm. Okay, never mind.
She must have stepped away from her computer or something.
Oh, sorry. I had to get boxes.
How many packages do you have going out today?
Let me look.
Me look.
75.
No. No.
More?
40. Oh no, I have 40.
Oh, I was close. I said 48.
Kind of low. It was kind of low today or this week, and I wasn't home. I didn't list, so
That should be a regular on Monday mornings. Everybody guess how many packages Bridget's got going out.
So what do you think about it, my adventure Friday night? Oh my God.
That was crazy.
Oh my God.
Refresh my memory. What'd you do?
Well, it was late, so you were probably sleeping. We stayed at Del Lago Casino Resort, and it's a pretty good upscale. When you check in, you get a glass of champagne at check-in. Your rooms are really, really nice. Like, you know how usually hotel rooms you can see like everything that's going on at the hotel or the casino on the TV screen. But here it's on an iPad, so you have your own little iPad in every room. So it's a really nice hotel. So I thought, great, this is where I'll take Chris for his birthday. We'll have the casino. There won't be any kids running around because there's nothing for kids to do there. So we get back to the room at like our usual 9 o'clock. We're getting ready for bed. And all of a sudden, we're watching TV and we start hearing this guy screaming and yelling. And I'm like, is that somebody? Is that a TV? So we turn our TV down, and no, it's a guy in the room next to ours, yelling at his wife, calling her a effing piece of shit. She didn't pay attention to him all night long. You could tell he was really drunk because he was like slurring his speech. I mean, screaming at the top of his voice, yelling at her just constantly. And then all of a sudden, we heard this slam and the whole wall of our hotel room shook.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. I called down to the front desk. I said, you need to get security up here. She's like, well, what's going on? So I told her, she goes, okay, well, let me try to get hold. I said, no, there's no trying to get hold of security. You need to get him up here and you need to get them up here now. I said, I think he just slammed his wife into the wall. So security, this guy comes up and he, knocks on our door lightly. Probably didn't want the other people to know that. And he was asking me what was going on. And this guy was probably like 6.5 feet tall and 350 pounds. This was a huge.
Oh my gosh.
So I told him what was going on. So he walked over to their door. And, then I shut my door, but I'm looking through the peephole because I want to see what's going on. and Chris is laying in bed just shaking his head, I have my little stool over there because I'm short. And I'm like, and he just stood there. He didn't say a word. He just stood by the door. And the guy started yelling and screaming again and smashing things around. And so the guy starts pounding on the door saying, security, open up. Quiet. Like you could hear a pin drop. So the security guard stopped and he stood back and he waited. And then all of a sudden the guy started up again. Girls calling him an asshole. Guys screaming. And security does it again. Well, now there's 3 security guards up there.
Oh my gosh.
And guy still wouldn't open the door. And he said, you don't open the door right now, I'm calling the police. And he said, I don't care, call the effing police. So, 10 minutes later, the guy's still screaming and yelling and slamming things around. And here comes 3 men police officers, 1 woman police officer, and a paramedic.
Wow.
They come in. The whole time I'm looking through the peephole. Now, of course, I have to look through the peephole because the cops are there. So we're fighting over who's going to look through the peephole. And so he wouldn't open the door for the cops. So they had to get the room key card and open the door for the room. And when the cops came in, the guy had himself and his wife locked in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Cops are pounding on the bathroom door. Listen, they said, we are going to pound this door open if you do not come out and somebody's going to jail. So finally they must have came out and I heard the cop say, where the hell is all this blood coming from? Because there's blood everywhere. Well, the guy's head was like the guy said the girl hit him in the head, but the paramedic said it was just a scrape. It wasn't, it was like he hit it against, scraped it against the wall or something. So the girl, I don't know, the end of the night, the girl left with her stuff and they told the guy to go back in the room, sleep it off. But if he walked out of that room at all, that he was going to be arrested until morning. And there was a security guard right there at the door the whole time. Because they couldn't send him home. He was drunk. What was he going to do?
Right.
So, and you didn't hear a word out of him, like, after that. Not one word. Like, he was just quiet. So anyway, Sunday when we went to check out, I talked to the front desk lady. She had the manager call me. And she comped me $100 on the room, and I got a free night stay. They're sending me a voucher, so. But I'm like, and I said to her, I said, we went there to relax, right? And we didn't get to sleep until like midnight, and then we still didn't sleep right, And yeah, it was just not a fun night. It was fun up until then.
It gave you some a little bit of entertainment, though, right? I mean, you guys ended up staying up until midnight at least. Yeah. Otherwise, you would have been fast asleep at 9 o'clock, I know,
but we had to wake up early for the auction the next morning.
Wow, that's true. You didn't have to go to the auction, though.
Yes, I did. I had my desk I wanted there.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But,
So that was my exciting weekend.
That's pretty exciting.
Chris goes, oh my God. He says to the freaking front desk lady, we could have gotten this action if we stayed at the Motel 6.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you guys got to go and get away.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, Karen, especially like a casino hotel. That's what Chris was saying. He goes, I bet stuff like that happens a lot because you mix the gambling with the drinking and who knows how much money they lose. And then, I don't know.
Yeah. Good morning, Sally.
Good morning. Good morning. I didn't see you there.
Hi, Sally.
It's knocking.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Oh, hey, guys.
You sound like you have a cold.
No.
Oh.
She's just tired.
I'm just tired. I set my alarm and I slept 30 minutes over it.
Yeah.
And it kept going off and Brandon's hitting me. Your alarm's going off. Are you getting up or what? If you're getting up, get up. If not, go back to sleep. And so all I heard was go back to sleep. So I got an hour and a half.
He was like, okay.
We wouldn't have blamed you if you
Yeah.
Oh no.
I know.
stayed
I wanted
asleep.
I wanted to get up though.
We're glad you're here.
So how many times did you hit the snooze button?
I don't even know. I think
I
it went
hit
off
it.
every 5 minutes.
I was hitting it crazy because mine starts going off at 5 o'clock, and I was like,
Ugh.
no, no. Why
Well,
does this thing keep going off? It's possessed.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I don't know.
If you think that's bad, I was gonna say if you think that's bad, on Saturday, I came home. I was like, my back was hurting so bad, and I had stayed over 2 hours at work, and my back was hurting so bad, and I was like, I left work because I couldn't stay. I wasn't even done. I couldn't stay any longer. My back just hurt too bad. I came home, took a handful of drugs, and then like 30 minutes later, I was like raring to go.
wow.
I was like, doing stuff around the house and everything, and didn't feel tired at all. Didn't feel sleepy at all. So about 12:30, I decided I'm going Dollar General.
Oh God, Sally.
So I went to Dollar General, and I was at that store for 5 hours.
Sally.
5 hours? What the hell?
Do you do it the Dollar General for 5?
What did you do there?
I'll sleep on the pillow.
Just looking at stuff. Just looking at stuff.
What did you look at for 5 hours?
I think she fell asleep is what happened.
No, I didn't. I promise.
Sleepwalking through the aisles.
I was looking for the really good deals.
For 5 hours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I guess that's true what they say. Time flies when you're having fun, huh?
Yeah.
Did you find anything?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like really, really good?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, that's good.
I found like 6 or 7 penny items, so
in 5 hours? No,
it was fun.
I'm
And
sure.
then I learned that there's a Dollar General that's not too far from me it's a horrible, chaotic mess.
Oh.
And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm like, I can stay all day in a chaotic, horrible mess.
Obviously.
Oh my gosh.
And now I got the app, so I'm like, I'm raring. I'm like, I might go today. I may.
Well, tomorrow, isn't that where tomorrow is when it comes out, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter. I can get good deals today if I find them. So.
5 hours. I'm sorry. I can't even spend 5 hours at Walmart.
You know? No, I don't know how you did that.
How I did what?
How you stayed 5 hours in that
I don't
place.
know, but like I know the next day my legs were killing me.
Oh, I bet.
Like I felt like I did freaking the treadmill for 5 days or something. I don't know.
Sally all high at the DG for 5 hours. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Sally.
But like see there's one of my receipts.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I've been shopping.
Obviously you have them.
So are you getting good stuff or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff that you're going to be able to sell?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So it'll be worth your while.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Cool.
And if I do really well at this other store, yeah, it's gonna be good.
God, 10 hours, Sally. What the hell?
And it's only like 15-20 minute drive, but yeah. I heard it's a chaotic, ugly mess. Like there's people that can't go in that store because it's so bad.
And you're all
They
going. You're like, woohoo.
Yeah.
So are you off now, or you got one more night?
No, I'm not off until Wednesday.
What?
Yeah.
You're off on Wednesday?
Yeah.
And then you're off for what, 3 or 2?
What, 3? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling them I was sitting here last night after I got home, got settled and everything, and I'm just kind of dilly-dallying on the computer. And it's like 10, almost 11 o'clock, and I'm like, something's missing. Something's missing. And I completely forgot about The Walking Dead.
Wow.
Like,
yeah,
it
I didn't
just
watch it this morning yet either.
completely left my mind. So I ended up I stayed up and watched the 3rd episode, or the 3rd time that they're the 3rd showing
Mhm.
of that episode, and so I ended up going to bed at 2 o'clock.
Oh my God.
So
When you realized you forgot it, what were you doing? You were like, oh my God, I gotta find out when it's on or whatever.
oh yeah, I went right there, and
Yeah.
because it's on Sling, and I went right there, and there was like 5 minutes left of the episode, the 2nd episode, the encore presentation or
Oh
whatever.
my God.
And I was like, "Oh, that looks so good." I wish I wouldn't have even watched that little clip, at the end,
Mhm.
but so. But I was, concentrated on trying to get shipping done, and
Dee says I need to come to Muskegon because the one that's 3 blocks from her is always such a huge mess. Sorry, I'm eating crackers. I woke up and I was starving.
well, yeah. So
So how was your moving thing?
well, we're not done.
Oh my God. I knew that was gonna happen.
Well, again, another weekend without the brother. The only brother apparently had a cold, and
Oh, poor thing.
so he stayed home and took care of a puppy, and then the ladies went out, and so I got there to the farm. They pulled everything, pretty much everything that was needed to go somewhere. There was a bunch of stuff that needed to go to donation, and then they had some stuff for me, and then so we got all that taken care of. Then we moved over to the smokehouse, which is basically the storage shed, and there was some stuff in there, but there was also a possum. And I'm so happy that my sister-in-law told me that there was a possum in there, because I did not go in there. I was like, nope, I'll just stay out here. I'm sorry, I can't go in there.
Yeah.
So they worked in there. They had already gone through a little bit of it, and then there was there was so much stuff in there that was either rotted or been chewed, a lot of like wood stuff, but you could, see the chew marks on it and stuff.
Mhm.
And so they had to they left quite a bit in there, but it was just mainly furniture and stuff like that. But they got they're very big on making sure that those items that are antiques, and that their great grandmother or whatever gave to them, they make sure that they get that stuff, So they got that stuff.
Yeah.
And then we started on the garage. But the thing about the garage at the new place is it wasn't even cleaned out.
Oh my God.
So they had to clean the garage out so we could get his tools and stuff in there. So we worked on that. And there was like 3 inches of ice on the ground in the garage. So we had to get that. It was like, a little hurdle after a little hurdle after a little hurdle,
Mm-hmm.
So the house is done. The smokehouse is done. And now we need to concentrate on the garage, which is
I
packed.
think Craig should do it by himself.
Yeah.
Okay, it won't get done, I'm sure.
So next weekend, my sister-in-law from Kansas City, she's not going to be down, but the other sister is off apparently for the weekend, and then so they're planning on getting all the mowers. They got a boat they got to move. They got there's so much to do.
Jeez.
So I said, I'll be available. I don't know if I'm going to be available on Sunday if they need
No,
me,
you're
if
not.
they're working,
You know Valerie, though.
But that's the thing is, they really need to have this done by the end of the month. By the end of March, they need to be completely done. And
Yeah.
my brother-in-law could really give a shit. It's
Yeah.
not his stuff.
You know what? You should just. You should
But
feed them a line or something.
The sisters told them, you need to help.
Oh, yeah.
You need to do this. That's the first time actually verbally that I've heard them say anything to him. Like, you need to do this.
Did he say okay, or?
He's like, yeah, I know. So.
Well, if he doesn't, I would say something like, Mike would be really pissed off at you right now if he was here.
Mike
and you acted
was
this way.
always, this guy is Mike's older brother.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike was always getting on to his brother saying, you need to do something.
Yeah.
Like, he'd say, you need to get up off your ass and you need to, help out a little bit here. Because he wouldn't mow. He don't pay rent.
Yeah.
He doesn't pay any kind of rent. He doesn't pay any utilities. He doesn't pay anything like that.
And he works full time.
He works full time.
What the hell?
He works full time. Yeah. So, Mike was always on his ass, always telling him, you need to get stuff done. But so now he doesn't have anybody, chewing his ass out. So
right,
he just does whatever he wants. So he was acting pretty. He didn't act too sick to me yesterday when we went over there. But hey, you know what? That's like I told my mother-in-law. I said I am there to help. I'll do anything you want me to. But I said I'm not going to do it by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
Anyway, we'll get it done one way or the other. We'll muddle through it, figure it out. So, it's okay. Be fine.
Yep.
All right. I am going to go and run my packages out. I'll be right back.
Okay. Have fun.
Okay. Yeah, Mary says one in every family.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's me. I think I'm the black sheep.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Well, because you have a different dad?
Yeah. That has something to do with it.
Yeah, probably.
And And because it's Samuel Jackson, and he really should have, I should have been brought up better, but.
Right. Sorry, Sally.
Y'all are so
I know.
full.
You really are. Oh man. You're a whack job.
How's sales, Bridget?
Pretty good.
Were they?
Yeah, what day was it? Oh, I'm on Google. I thought that was eBay. Hold on. There was one day that, like, Friday was really good. Okay. Then Saturday freaking sucked. And Sunday really sucked. And it's because I didn't have Valerie saying to me out loud, today's going to be a great day. That's why. So, yeah, Sunday.
It's all Valerie's fault.
It is. Because she said that on last Sunday. My sales were amazing. And then she said it again on Thursday. My sales were great. She said it Friday. My sales were great. And then this weekend, they sucked. So.
Yeah, my weekend sales sucked too. Is that why?
Yeah, that's exactly why. It's Valerie's fault.
Yeah, I don't think I listed anything this weekend.
I didn't because I wasn't home all weekend.
I don't know. I didn't have any motivation, I guess.
Well, now after spending 5 hours at Dollar General, I wouldn't have motivation.
Well, and that. And I was distracting myself.
That's what I did, Liz. I mean, I was at auctions all day Saturday and all day Sunday. We weren't going to go to the auction on Sunday, but since Valerie didn't have a freaking challenge, it was her fault that I was bored, and so we went to the auction.
Mm-hmm.
So that's her fault, too. But I got some good things, so.
What'd you do this weekend, Todd?
Well, Saturday morning, I hauled 2 loads of brush to the brush dump. And so the rest of Saturday and Sunday, I was like laying around like my muscles hurt.
Yeah.
And
I can imagine.
I did a little bit of listing both days.
That's good.
That's about it. Nothing special.
Ooh, Mary got a Roy Rogers thermos.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
I had a whole box of Roy Rogers memorabilia a couple of years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I sold the alarm clock for like $150.
Wow.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's listed.
Did you sell everything else for good money, too?
I think I have one automated rocking horse left. You wind it up and it rocks back and forth, and Roy's on top of the trigger. And I didn't get what I was wanting for it, so I took it down, and I never have relisted it. It's still just sitting there. But yeah. But yeah, I still got 1 or 2 photographs that haven't sold yet.
Yeah.
But all that stuff sold really good, and that alarm clock just boom. I paid like $50 for the box of stuff, and I sold probably $400 out of it.
Cool. Oh, she said it was an old work lunch box. So got both for $6. I don't think they realized it was worth anything. And Liz says that she sold a Evel Knievel thermos for like $60 a year ago.
Yeah, Roy Rogers was a promoter. So there is a lot of his stuff out there.
Right.
So it doesn't make as much as you think it would, unless it's some of the early stuff.
Yeah, because it's like so mass produced.
Yeah, it will all sell, but
yeah.
Yeah, his ranch was like a tourist destination for like 20 years, 30 years.
Any action on Poshmark this weekend?
I think I sold 3.
Good.
Not bad. I wasn't really able to work it as hard as I had been, so
yeah.
But this week is going to be a great week. Today's going to be a great day.
Great I'm glad you said that.
Great sales day. It's going to be awesome.
Good. Where the hell were we this weekend?
I was working. I'm sorry.
Bridget says it's all your fault. So did Liz. And I said I didn't get no listing done, probably because I didn't have you motivating me.
I'm sorry.
So it's your fault too.
So sorry. I got big shoulders.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
I got big shoulders.
That's awesome.
I did go to the auction though on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
I got a couple of little. I don't exactly know what they are. It looks like maybe to like a tins machine, but like it's a control module type of thing. I haven't even looked it up yet. I haven't looked any of. The only thing I looked up, I got this Hello Kitty. It's a CD player / karaoke machine, and it's got some microphones. It looked like it was going for about 50. And I don't think I paid very much. I think I might have paid $5 for it.
Oh,
so, we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, not very much stuff. I was just kind of getting my feet wet and everything. So, but yeah, it was good to go. And I kept telling myself, I looked out the window because I don't like to drive at night. I just don't like to drive at night. But so I kept saying, maybe I should leave now, because the sun's going down and everything. And I was like, nope, you got to stay to the end. That's when you get all the good deals. And so I forced myself to stay to the end. And
did you get good deals?
I got a few things. I mean, it's basically just box lots. So I really just need to go through them and see what's worth anything and what's not. And then, but I didn't get that. I think I spent $20 on the whole thing. So,
Beth said that she got a 10-unit box at the Benz in Austin last weekend.
Yeah, like I said, I really don't. I haven't even taken out of the box, to be truthfully, just to put it all out there. I haven't even looked at it really. The only reason why I bought that lot was because I seen they held up a stethoscope, and Littman stethoscopes do really well. So I was like, well, I didn't know what the brand was, but it looked like it was a cheap, like a cheapie, like a blood pressure, generic type of stethoscope. So but you never know. I'll still look it up and see if I can get, $10 out of it. But yeah, that's definitely something that I'm gonna, start going to every Saturday.
Yeah,
And
that'd be good.
so
Oh no, Mary, I hope you feel better. I think she has an ear infection.
uh-oh.
I can't. I can't do
Also,
those.
I think, and I know it sounds horrible, but I think tomorrow I'm not going to have a show. Because
What the hell, Valerie?
I know. But I think I'm going to try to go to the bins tomorrow.
Oh.
So I want to get there early.
Oh, that's right. That's your Tuesday plan now.
I think that's going to be my plan, is to go every Tuesday.
Maybe I'll have my own show.
Okay.
And you're not invited.
Oh, shit. Well, that's not nice.
I'm just kidding. I
always invite you.
Man walking around.
No, I need to. I need to work.
But I don't like to not have a show. I really don't.
I know.
I don't like to not do a show. But I think this, I need to do this for me. If anything, I just need to get out of the house more.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm, because you guys know when it's winter and it's cold outside, and I just feel like I've been stir crazy for a couple of months already, and it's finally starting to look up, and so I need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I know.
We understand, but we don't like it. We don't have to like it. We can.
This is true. This is true. We can have our party and cry if we want to. I don't know what I was trying to say. It's our party and we cry if we want to.
Yeah, live from the bins.
Huh?
Glenn said live from the bins.
Well, you can't record then. You can't record in there.
They don't have to know that.
Good morning, Glenn.
And I am not a multitasker.
Oh, right.
For the most part. When I'm at the bins, that's what I'm concentrating on. I'm not concentrating on, who's online, who's chatting, that's a me thing.
Yeah.
I'm in the zone when I go there. So
right.
And I feel like it, definitely decreases my productivity if I
look at my hair. Man.
But I will promise, if I don't do a show tomorrow, and I go to the bins tomorrow, I promise that I will do a haul video. So there you go.
Okay. And
I don't know if that makes it any better. Yes. Oh, definitely. We'll do a challenge on Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
If not, you're fired.
That's right.
Okay.
And I don't know who we would replace you with.
I don't know either, but
because nobody else will take the job. Including me.
Come on, Sally. Step up to the plate. No, I know that it can be difficult too, to do that, but I just feel like this is something, for me, I almost feel a little bit of, what is that? Like agoraphobia. where is that the right one, or is that like afraid of snakes?
No, that's
Afraid to go outside.
Agoraphobia. Yeah.
Okay. So, I get that, like when I go anywhere, I just, I'm not used to driving very much, or, especially driving in traffic. So it kind of freaks me out, and I just need to, suck it up and get over it. So,
Oh my God, Liz, don't put that on her.
Just got to do it. What?
She says our businesses are totally relying on you, Valerie.
Oh my God. Don't put that on me. I don't want that responsibility. No. But yeah, definitely we'll have something on Wednesday. I just think Tuesday is a good day to do that.
Yeah. That's fine. And is it the bag sale that's on Tuesdays? No, it's on Mondays.
Yeah. No, it's on Tuesdays.
Oh, it's on Tuesdays. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine if that's something you want to do. Just leave us hanging, and that's fine.
Yeah. Don't worry about us. We'll muddle through somehow.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be hard, but
I mean, geez, I was gone for almost 2 months there. Well,
and we almost died. We almost
we nearly died.
I was shaking like this before you got back.
What?
And part of the time I had you here with me.
Yeah, really.
And I still almost died.
So I love you guys, but this is something that, this is something I got to do. I got to do for me.
10 pounds from nervous eating while you were gone.
Oh my gosh. I think I gained 20 while I was gone.
Which is why he's on keto now.
Liz says that was rough. We were circling the drain. Yeah.
That's right.
People are talking, and the chick took a leave.
And I can't do a show every day. When I'm working and stuff, I cannot do a show every day. It's just so hard on me, it seems like. And I don't know why. If I'm, I know that it, takes time out of your day or whatever. And, but if I do it every day anyway, if I'm here every day anyways, why is it so hard for me to start the show? And I don't understand why it makes it harder though for some reason. Because you have to like direct or whatever.
It is it is demanding. No doubt about it. I mean, it just is. And maybe that's part of, why I enjoy doing the show is it's just, it gets me up in the morning, it gets me going, and no matter what, I need to be on the show at 8:00.
Yeah.
And and that's just, it's like I'm going to work. Of course, it's not work.
Yeah.
So and I will say there's probably going to be some instances where that's going to be happening. I'm not going to say all the time, but there's going to be times that I'm going to not have a show or not have a challenge, and that's just gotta,
Kind of sounds like she's breaking up with us.
No, I am not.
I know.
I just think it's not you, it's me.
Fuck. just remember,
We come to her.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say that. I was gonna say, oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, I'll make you pay. I'll make you pay.
Oh. No, I'm definitely going to be, more. I'm going to try to be more active this summer. Trying to, not so much on working, but I'm really going to try and focus on me.
Yeah.
Doing some things for me and for myself, and because I think in the end, I think that makes me a better person and a better reseller, and and I'm happy. So,
Yeah.
So I just, when the sun's shining, I need to, what is it? I need to make hay when sun shines.
Yep, that's what Nikki always says.
So.
And how are you making hay? Are you going to be out farming? I mean, unless you're out farming, you better be here.
Well, I might have to mow my lawn. So, in a way, that's kind of farming.
Oh
my God.
I'll be making some hay. I mean, I won't be baling it, but
depends how long
I'll be cutting it.
Oh my God.
Julie says, but I gave you the best years of my life.
Oh my gosh. But
yeah, the other night we had a freaking ice storm.
Did you?
It was Saturday night, yeah. And I'm out. Brandon's been walking me outside and closing my door for me because my driver's side door's messed up. Like it doesn't line up right or something, and so like the hinge is falling, and so so he has to like close it and then push up on it, and it's really hard to do from the inside. Like this morning whenever I drove home from work, my door was open.
Oh my gosh.
so I mean it's just cracked, but it's still open. So anyways,
can he fix it?
No, it's rusted out.
Oh no.
It's rusted out. And so so he's been closing my door for me. Anyways, so he takes me outside and like it was really slippery and everything, and I get in and I try to drive out of the driveway and it's not going. It's just, it gets to the end of the driveway and it just doesn't go any further. And so I tried it like for, a few minutes, and then Brandon got in and he tried it for a few minutes, and I could get in on the other side, I guess, but I don't know. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But I could do that. Yeah. I had to actually do that the other day because something happened to where it was like worse than normal. And so, and I couldn't get it. And the wind was blowing really bad and it kept blowing my door open while I was driving on the 55.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to like pull over, get out, close the door right, and then get in on the other side and then go through and get in on the driver's side. But yeah, I had to do that. But it's not a really big deal if the wind's not blowing and stuff. And it's just such a short jog from there to my my house, so it's not a big deal. But anyways, whenever I got stuck though, I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out of my driveway, and my neighbor Jimmy, he comes over and he was helping Brandon and stuff, like because they were trying to put snow on the ice so that I could get traction.
Right.
And it wasn't helping. And so it was just so
I'm telling
bad.
you, when you're at Dollar General, you need to grab you a bag of kitty litter.
freaking 5 hours, and we told her that a month ago.
It's too late now. We're almost being done with this shit. I'm telling you, I'm not having no more ice storms. And so I called and Tina was working, and I said, I'm trying to get out of my driveway. I don't know when I'll be there. So if I can't come, I'll let you know. Because I'm not walking.
No.
You know, I couldn't quite walk there because I couldn't quite walk on my freaking driveway either. So anyways, yeah, Jimmy was like, I'll take you. And I was like, Brandon, no, I'll just, you know, I'm not going to go with Jimmy. You know, it freaks me out. It freaks me out to drive with, I mean, I know him, like, he's not a stranger to me.
It doesn't matter with you.
He lives, he lives across the street from me.
Right.
But,
to drive with someone that you don't
it's different.
So he's different. And you're scared to ride with him. But some stranger picks you up while you're walking and you have no problem.
Right.
If I'm in the middle of the walk, I'd rather have a ride. I guess that's my chances. No, I don't know.
Exactly.
I think if somebody puts me up and they're in a huge truck, then how hurt can I get? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to spit my coffee out right now. What the hell? Why does that make any sense in your brain? Killer, whether they drive a little car or a big truck.
Brandon was like, no, you need to go. You need to let Jimmy take you to work. I'm like, I don't want to. I'm trying to show him, you know, show him with my face. I do not want to drive because he's a little bit, you know, like, he's not a tweaker or nothing. He don't do drugs. He's actually a pretty good guy, but he gives off that persona of that he's not a hard worker, that he's like kind of like a bomb. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know,
but he's not.
He's not.
Yeah.
So anyways, and he like talks way too fast, and you know, he just gives off, you know,
wait, you were
weird vibes.
You were worried about being seen in a vehicle with somebody that doesn't work very hard?
No. You know, no. And he had an SUV. He has an SUV, so it's like, it's not like if he would have, you know, came around in a little car or something, you know, I would have been like, screw you, you know. But yeah, no, he wasn't driving a bicycle, Hank. Anyways, no, he has an SUV, so it wasn't like, you know, I was afraid of the car or whatever. It was, I just don't ride well with other people.
No.
I usually have, I had a couple of panic attacks that night, but it wasn't because he was like driving erratically or anything. It was just because we were just going all over the road.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's what happens when there's ice on the ground. So,
right.
He was going slow and I told him to go slower. And I'm thinking in my head, man, he probably thinks I'm a real bitch. He offers to give me a ride to work, and then I tell him how to freaking drive.
Oh God.
It's very difficult to, you know, and especially if you have some, I mean, on a regular day, it's difficult for you to ride with just anybody. I mean, it's hard for you to ride with Brandon.
Yeah.
You know, because you're usually the one that's driving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know.
For me to ride,
I drive too. I drive if it's me and Brandon. But like yesterday, I didn't have a hard time because I really don't know why. Maybe I was just tired. But because like Jimmy took me to work, but Brandon, after the rain and everything had, washed down the ice a little bit, Brandon was able to get out in the morning to come pick me up. And he pulled up, and usually I'm telling him, hey, I'm getting in the driver's seat, but I didn't even fight him yesterday. He looked tired though, so I didn't want to deal with him,
Right.
Telling me, oh, I know how to freaking drive, and, his little spill, but,
and then you bring up
but I didn't, but he said because the trucks were out and stuff, and, salt in the roads, and he says, our van does not like when the roads are icy and then they put salt on them and then they like slush up.
Yeah.
And they have that icy slush. My van does not like those roads. They would rather have a road that's full of ice with no salt, no dirt. It would rather have those kind of roads than that slush.
Yeah.
And he's like, I can only do like 15, 20 miles an hour. I'm just saying. I'm like, okay, I was just, I was afraid that, maybe you're going too fast or something. And he's like, no, I can't go fast. This van doesn't like to go fast whenever the roads are like this. I'm like, okay, we'll be fine then.
I'm glad you made it through.
Understand each other.
Huh?
You're like, as long as we understand each other, we'll be fine.
I know. Because he knows that, like there's been times where I'm like trying to jump out of the damn car because I'm so scared. I'm just scared. And I remember one time we were coming home from the casino in Porterville, and it was raining like freaking cats and dogs. Just, it was bad. And I'm trying to drive in it, and I can't freaking see. And so he made me move into the passenger seat, and he drove, and I yelled at him the whole way.
Well,
yeah, but he knows that, like, that's just me, and it's something that,
Yep.
I'm better now than I was. I mean, by the time I got to the store the other night, I was just like a freaking wreck, you know. But I got over it, and I was fine, It's just
well, that's the important thing is your recovery, how you can recover from it.
Yeah.
If you can recover from it and put it past you, then, then you're okay. You're doing all right, but it's when you
I mean, I used to have panic attacks when I'm driving. I'm used to doing that. I would have panic attacks while I myself was driving. It didn't matter if I had somebody in the vehicle or I was alone.
Right.
I'd have panic attacks.
That's how I am, Sally.
Are you?
Yep. Oh, well, yeah. That's why I got on that medication, because I just couldn't take it anymore.
Oh. Yeah.
Like we would be driving to Syracuse for auctions, and a car would stop way ahead of us, and I'd be like, like, this would be like, "What? Just stop! My God, go to sleep or something."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then if I'm driving, I'm like, tensing and.
Yeah.
But not anymore.
And no, I would have, I'd have to end up, pulling over or, just trying to catch my breath. While I was still driving, if I couldn't pull over, but, in one, not even driving far away, and I would have freaking panic attacks.
Yeah. And especially in the winter. Oh my God, I hate driving.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Winter's the worst, but man, I just, I was with somebody that was awful, and he scared me a lot and gave me a lot of freaking,
He gave you reason to be scared.
Yeah, he did. And, I've had to jump from the vehicle before. So, Yeah, Hank, naked man's doing fine, and he's taking his eye drops like he's supposed to. Yeah, it's just yeah, it's not even, you know, like people like, you know how Hank says they're going like 90 to nothing, slamming on the brakes, and I'm like, oh no. Yeah, it's not even erratic drive. It could be nothing, and
Right.
I'm like still having a panic attack.
Yep.
My mother-in-law's driving used to freak me out so bad.
Oh, I hated what my mother-in-law was driving. Ugh.
She wouldn't get glasses for the longest time, and I think she has glasses now, but she wouldn't get glasses, and she couldn't see the stoplights.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so, yeah. And so, we'd just be driving, and all of a sudden she'd run a freaking red.
Oh God.
And I was like, yeah, that was red. Did you see that? Oh, was it? I didn't even see it. Oh my God.
I'm gonna
Oh. Time to escape. Bye. Yeah, I didn't ride with her unless I absolutely have to. It's not her fault. I mean, like, she just can't freaking see, but she does not need to be driving like that.
Yeah.
I think once you get past a certain age, I think your license should be revoked.
Oh, I don't.
And I think that that would create jobs for people.
Carting around old people.
Yep. You have your own new chauffeur, you know. This person has a clean driving record and needs a job, so there they are.
That was the thing, you know, that was the thing that Mike never understood. He's like, because I used to work down in LA, and you know, I drive down there, you know, on 405 and you know, in traffic and everything. And he's like, how in the hell? Because I once I got here, I was like, freak, for something happened. I something clicked or got unclicked or whatever. But I mean, I lost that. I don't know. I didn't trust anybody, you know, driving. I didn't trust my own driving. You know, I just didn't know the area. I was freaked out.
Well, that has a lot to do with it. You don't know.
And Mike was like, how in the hell did you ever keep a job down there if you can't even ride in the same car with me? You know, why do you have so much trouble? I was like, I don't know. He goes, I'm a professional. I do this every day.
Oh my God. Okay, Nikki. That sounds like Nikki.
You know, I do it every day. He said, I'm a professional driver. I'm like, I know. I still don't like it. Sally, your phone's going off.
Hello. Hello.
Oh. But, yeah.
So I've been telling Chris, oh my gosh, we need a heat gun. Like, I want to get a regular heat gun.
Yeah.
For when I shrink wrap stuff. I have this little one, but I think it's going to die because I shrink wrap a lot.
Right.
So I'm like, I want a regular heat gun. And I go, we don't have a heat gun. He goes, no, we don't have a heat gun. I'm like, we don't even have one for sale. Nope, we don't have one for sale. Well, stupid me didn't check. But anyway, I'm like, all right, well, as soon as we see one in an auction, we need to get it because we see them at every auction except for now when I want one.
Mm-hmm.
So last night we're on our way home. Cha-ching, I get an offer. I freaking look at the offer. I look over at him and I slap him. And he goes, what? I go, we have a brand new goddamn heat gun that they just made an offer on.
Oh, God.
I didn't know we had a heat gun. So he goes, well, we'll decline the offer and we'll take it off eBay. I'm like, yeah, you will, because that's mine.
Oh, my gosh.
I almost bought a freaking new one. Oh, I would have been so mad. Good thing it was like a lowball offer, because
If it was a really good offer, you probably would have taken it.
yeah, probably, and then I would have bought myself a cheap one.
Right. Well, at least you have one now.
That was a good call.
Oh,
What happened with
Because
that?
I had my blood work done the other day, and she said my A1C was down 7.2 from a 9.
Sweet.
nice.
So
Awesome.
That is very, very good.
That medicine's
Yeah.
working, huh?
Oh, there she is. The
There's
one
Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
professional driver.
Did you ask her
Right here.
about the CBD oil?
No, but you know, we got some in at our store the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And Benzie, she has the same doctor as me. So she said that she was talking to her about it, and the doctor is like, yeah, as long as there's no THC in it, then it's fine. So if it
So is
helps,
the one at the store doesn't have any
no
THC?
THC, no THC.
Good. So I
And
would definitely try that.
and Benzie was like, because we got the gummies, we got the oil, we got energy drinks, like little energy shots,
Mhm.
and you know, just like a few different things, and then we got like the gummies, and they're expensive. They're like
Mhm.
$20 for like 10 gummies.
Wow.
But Benzie said that she got some at the tobacco store, and they're only 75 milligram, and these are 100 milligram.
Mhm.
But the bless you, the one that she got from the tobacco store, she said she used to have such bad trouble falling asleep. Like it would take her like 2.5 hours to fall asleep. Now she could take one of those gummies and she's out in like 10 minutes.
Mhm.
Nice.
So it just has, she says, doesn't make you stoned out of your mind or anything like that.
Right.
It just gives you a relaxing, you know,
Yeah.
it just makes you chill, and it kind of shuts off your brain.
Yeah.
Oh God! So now
So-
it's gonna be 10 hours at Dollar General.
Walking around, looking for penny deals. Beth has a question for Bridget.
What?
Go, Beth. You're up.
Hi, Beth.
Morning, Nikki.
Nikki's finally here after her 20 million jobs she has now. Jeez.
Deb, are you there? Is it Deb that you said, or Beth?
No, Beth. She's
Oh,
like,
I thought it was Deb. I was like, Deb's on mute.
going glad. No. Oh no, Mary. Good luck.
Yeah.
Saying something.
Oh, she wants.
How much?
She wants to know how much storage space you have.
I have 2 storage units. I have one that's lined with those Metro shelves, and all the shelves have bins on them, and the bins are marked. And so all my listed inventory is in that storage unit. And then I have another storage unit that when I come back from an auction, everything I get at the auction gets unloaded in that storage unit to get listed. So
That's the way my 3 storage shed units were supposed to end up, but they never did.
yeah.
Why would you take it to the storage unit first?
Because we go to back and how am I going to say this? I can't even say it. Back-to-back auctions during the summer. Like this weekend, I went to an auction and filled my van on Saturday. So now what am I going to do with the stuff when I go to the auction on Sunday to fill my van, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So all that stuff from Saturday got dumped off at the storage unit, and then I can go to the auction with a clean van.
Yeah.
Just fill it up again.
Yes.
And then what do? You take that auction stuff and just take it to your house and list it, and then.
Well, the stuff I got Sunday is still my van because I'll just pick from my van to list.
Right.
And then I start taking boxes from the storage unit and just bring them and list them. They are, holy cow, what are they? 12. I don't even remember. 10 by 20s, maybe.
That sounds about right.
Or 12 by 20, something like that. Let me look. I have it on my sheet. It's terrible. I don't remember. And I started off with having just one medium-sized storage unit, and then I went to the big one, and then I had one big one and one small one, and then one big one and one medium-sized one, and now I have two big ones. And that's where it's staying.
And that's why me and Bridget get along so good, because we like have the same life.
True. It's so true.
Except she lifts hers faster than I do because I never have time.
Mine's a 10 by 20. So I have two 10 by 20s, and they're 10 feet high. It is very true, though. Nikki and I, like, a lot of time, like, when I hear her talk about stuff or she hears me, and it's almost like a parallel life. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I finally got some boxes put over into the storage unit. I think I did that Saturday. And so
That's good.
yeah, I mean they're very small. I think it's a 5 by 10. So they're very and I have no doubts that I'll fill it up pretty quickly. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is, and I'll just have to.
Yeah, they fill up fast, but they also empty fast. Oh my God,
Well,
that's Chris's son.
Okay. But
Oh, no wonder I didn't freaking sell anything.
What happened?
I had 282 listings dropped off.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know when.
But yeah, and that's all unlisted stuff. All of my listed stuff is here at the house, and that's the way I intend to keep it. It's just easier to be able to pull inventory, inside the house rather than go outside. I mean,
the only problem with that is, from experience, is sometimes things that are not seen get forgotten.
Right.
And that's how I ended up with 3 storage sheds.
Right.
Because I, like me and Bridget said, we have like parallel lives. And that's how I ended up with my storage sheds. Was you go to so many auctions in the summertime when everything's so plentiful,
right?
And you just buy out all the stuff that you can, because, like you see now in the wintertime, I go to auctions all the time and I come home with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Because now this time of year it's shit, and all winter long most of the auctions are crap.
Crap, yeah.
Unless somebody dies. Hold on a second, I'm taking pills.
Hey, Tina.
There's Tina.
Hi, Tina. Unless somebody dies and they have like an estate auction or a farm auction in the wintertime. Otherwise, those are all spring and summer and fall.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the only reason
we have to buy so much because we can't get it in the wintertime as plentiful. Well, maybe Bridget can, because her auctioneer has auctions all winter long, but.
Well, he normally doesn't. And the only reason why I can this time is because he got that big estate in, Yeah. I mean,
right.
Barbies and Hallmarks and stuff. That took him 4 or 5 auction weekends to do just that one person's estate.
Yeah.
So that's the only, or normally we don't have any auctions to go to until like late March. So, but
yeah, I think I found an auction house that we can go to, and it's
really?
45 minutes away.
Oh, good. That's not that bad.
So, but we're planning on getting another vehicle here in a couple of weeks. So, so hopefully that works out, and then we'll be ready to ride. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
I'm actually, I have a plan for figuring out who does locker, storage locker, say, auctions or whatever. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have a plan. So I'm gonna figure that out and figure out who's doing them and start setting up for that.
They don't advertise.
Actually, I found one that's having there's a storage locker thing in Roscommon. There's a auction. I think I want to say it's in April.
Okay.
So hopefully by then, good. I can't wait.
But yeah.
And now I can go to auctions Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday all year long.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then in the spring, and those are at the auction barns. We have 3 of them, 3 different buildings for auction.
Oh, wow, for 3 days. That's crazy.
Yeah, one is in West Duluth on Monday, one is in Superior on Wednesday, and the other one is in West End Duluth on Thursday. Wow. Thursday night is the one I don't like to miss. That's my favorite. That's my friend who's the auctioneer. I always get good stuff there. The other 2, they don't have as much stuff as the one on Thursday night does. And they're also a little more expensive. Like I can get those other 2 don't really have box lots usually. Sometimes they'll have like those trays, the pop top boxes.
Right.
And they'll have a few things, they'll have a few little knickknacks in there. But I mean, when I say I go get box lots, I'm talking I can get boxes, not box tops full. Boxes full. I mean, big moving boxes full of stuff,
Box lots
for
are
a buck or 2. Huh?
I said box lots are our life.
Oh, that's how I completely and totally started in this. You wouldn't believe how much money I've made off of just box lots. I mean, it's like crazy.
A lot of people think they're junk.
Yeah. Right. And I like to go for the dirtiest, nastiest looking ones because everybody thinks it's all crap in there, and that's where you find the best stuff.
Yep. Because it's the stuff that's been in there the longest.
Yeah. And I go take it home or the storage shed or whatever, and I have water at the storage shed in jugs, and I got Dawn dish liquid, and I go and I just wash the stuff up, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
Doesn't take long to wash stuff up,
No, that stuff usually.
I mean, if the stuff is, just totally shit, of course I'm not going to buy it,
Right.
But then that's the nice thing about box lots is, you can always find good gems in there. There might be a box of crap, but there's at least one. I don't buy a box unless there's at least one item in there that I can at least get $20 for, I think.
And usually there always is in a box.
Yeah, almost always there's. Well, a lot of times when they set these boxes up, they want to get rid of them, so they'll put a little nugget in there when they're packing them. They may not fill them up all with gold nuggets, but they'll put at least one thing in there. They want to get rid of the whole mostly. I mean, I've seen where box lots are just crap too, but that's like I said, that's usually this time of year in the winter time and this time of year because there's just nothing out there anyways.
Yeah.
But in the springtime is the best because that's when everybody's cleaning out their barns, they're cleaning out their garages, they're cleaning out their storage units. Everybody's in the mood of spring cleaning.
And you have the on-site auctions.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody wants to book their auctions right away to get them done and over with. And
yep.
And I love farm auctions. Those are my favorite.
Oh, that's when you find really good stuff.
Yes.
And if you go to an auction, if anybody's listening that hasn't been to one, and you go to like these farm auctions or estate auctions at somebody's house, you have to make sure you look up too, because they stick stuff in the rafters, in the basement, in the attics, in the barns. So
our auctioneer drags all that stuff out. Very rarely. Sometimes if there's like I've bought rooms and I've bought sheds that were full of stuff. Just because there's just so much stuff. But usually he pulls everything out. But occasionally I get a lucky and he'll be like, who wants to buy this room,
Right.
And you can buy a whole room of stuff,
I'm lucky because our auctioneer doesn't drag everything. Like he gets, a lot of the good stuff that he can see, but there's still like at the end of the auction when he says, let's walk around, there's still an attic full of boxes to go through and and a basement. We get so many good things. Oh, I can't wait for
that. That's my favorite auctioneer's thing, though, is that if somebody dies or you're moving or something, you call him. He takes care of everything from start to finish.
Right.
Yeah.
That place is sellable ready. I mean, he doesn't like clean it, like scrub things and stuff. Right. But I mean, yeah, you could have somebody go in there and buy that house that day after the auction.
Well, usually he's auctioning the house off too. So, and then he'll say whatever's left, just consider it a housewarming party from us, or housewarming gift from us.
Wow.
And then occasionally there's another auctioneer who has on-site auctions that usually they're more out in the country for me or a little farther to travel. But I always get good stuff at his auctions because he's a very fast auctioneer. He wants everything gone. Like my favorite auctioneer. I mean, he'll dollar everything to death. He'll get at least $1 out of everything if he can.
Good morning, Joe.
Guy, he's so fast. He wants to be done with it. And so, I mean, he'll just, sold, next. I mean, and so he's like a buyer favorite because you can get stuff really cheap because if people aren't bidding at the higher, I mean, he'll start low.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He'll start low. And so I get a lot of good things there too when he has auctions.
See, Chris wouldn't do good in an auction like that because he takes too long making a freaking decision.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's this other auctioneer that's local that I go to all the time. He's one of the 3 auctioneers that I mentioned. And yeah, he's quick too. He likes to get moving and go. You don't wait around.
Hey there, Sue Ann.
Hi, Sue Ann.
Hi, Sue Ann.
Yeah, I seen that little Caden had allergic reaction.
Yeah, I guess he had like the doctor called because she had to take him to because it was almost like completely closed, and she had to take him to urgent care, and because she was thinking it was pink eye, and it was actually, I think the doctor called it allergic conjunctivitis or something.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what I had said, that it almost seemed like it was allergies, but it was super, super red, and it was just, he had a lot of green gunk in it and everything, and so
what's the allergy?
She went ahead and took him in, and which conjunctivitis is kind of, I mean, that is pink eye.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm assuming it was just because of the, they have a lot of pollen around there too.
Oh. Isn't conjunctivitis not as transferable? Contagious?
No, conjunctivitis is contagious.
It's very contagious. Oh, but I don't know. I don't know if there is a. I don't know if it's like a virus or bacteria. Like bacterial conjunctivitis would be highly contagious.
Yeah.
So I don't know if allergic conjunctivitis would be the same.
Yeah.
As far as that's why I said you need to get ask them for a couple of bottles of that stuff because you got 2 other kids here. Yeah. And it's kind of hard. With 3 kids, it's definitely going to be hard to keep them away from each other and keep them from touching each other.
And,
and everything. So.
Especially that little.
Yeah.
Did they find out what he was allergic to? I
mean, that little, they lick each other for God's sakes.
Right. Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah. So I don't think he. I don't think they found out what the reason was.
Jonah was kind of like that when he was younger. I think he's grown out of it though. But if he got an ant bite, just one single ant bite, it was he'd swell up.
Mm-hmm.
One day I remember he came home from school and his nuts were huge because he got bit by something.
Oh.
And I had to take him to the hospital for it because I was like freaking out. I did not know what was going on with them.
Yeah.
And
kind of scary.
yeah.
So they just said he had like some kind of a bite.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. It was, you know, itchy and burning and swelling and all of that, you know. But he always had problems with that. And then, like, if he'd ever get stung by a bee, there was one day that he was stung by a bee like 3 times.
Oh my gosh.
It was like they were attracted to him or something. But he's allergic to bee stings, so it was every time he got one, it seemed like you know he was
Swelling up. Huh?
That's a
yeah.
good idea. That's a really good idea, Jill. She said the drainage from conjunctivitis is contagious. Use the alcohol wipe on the tip of the eyedropper before using on each eye. That's a great idea. I don't know why I wouldn't have ever thought of that, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
Hey, Nikki, how are you feeling?
No, I was this morning. I was kind of not feeling great, so that's why I wasn't here. But I'm all right now. I'm like a shower is like medicine to me. I can like be just all bleh, and I don't feel good and don't want to get up and I just bleh. But I take a shower and I'm like totally rejuvenated and I feel better. It's weird. I'm all right though. I'll live.
How are your
My hands hurt, but
okay.
that's normal.
Mm-hmm.
That's just become a normal part of my life.
That sucks.
But I think doing the rider this summer, I don't think is going to hurt my hands as bad because it's like not like steering a steering wheel. It's like gears, you know. So, and it's really easy to get on and off. It's not like high like a tractor. So, easy getting on and off. So I should be okay lawn mowing this summer.
Yeah, we're not talking to you about that.
Gotta go where the money is.
She's leaving us.
Yep. We'll never see her.
I'm not leaving you.
Yeah, you are. We'll never see her again.
I just won't be here as often. That's all.
Never. Never.
Never. You're never gonna see me again, ever.
He's gonna be mowing lawns in the morning. When the hell are we ever gonna see you?
I know, that was my choice too. I was like, you know, I told my husband told my nephew, you know, if she wants to get out at like 8 a.m, and he goes, good, because he has, you know, like his brother's mowing for him and stuff, and I never been, you know, that motivated in the morning. So they'll be like, you know, noon, 1 o'clock, sometimes 2, 3 o'clock they'll start, you know, and sometimes they won't get it all done during the week, so then they gotta take up their weekends to do it, and he's always trying to get their asses in gear, and you know.
Doesn't help that John really doesn't get up in the morning.
Yeah, well then, yeah, but he's the boss. He don't need to get up in the morning. Well then, yeah, my husband's like, yeah, she wants to do it 8 a.m. to whenever you get done, Monday through Friday. He's like, that's awesome. He's like, finally. He goes, and if nobody wants to do it, if she has any problems with anybody, I'll fire him. I'll find somebody else.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. No nonsense.
There we
Crazy.
go. Yep. Oh, there goes.
Well, you know, with a lawn mowing crew, you don't really get the best of the best of the best. You know, I mean, the best workers. You know, so yeah. So
we need him to fire Nikki.
He already said he ain't firing his aunt.
Oh.
He said, I'd never fire my aunt, he said.
Well, that's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I can do what I want.
All right, so just to reiterate, no show tomorrow. I'm going to be going to the bins tomorrow, but I do promise that I will be back for a whole video.
Yep, we're
So
losing. We're losing Valerie. We're losing everybody.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Here we go. Now, but it'll be good. I think I'll be pretty happy about it. I just want to make sure that I get down there early enough so I can get a cart. I think they open at 9.
I'll meet you down there.
So that's the goal, is to go down there every Tuesday, and it's about an hour and a half away. So no, and I mean it's all it's all freeway. It's not crazy or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the north end of Kansas City, so it's not like I have to go downtown for that. So not a big deal.
I think there's an ulterior motive here. I think there's some handsome guy that hangs out.
Believe me, if there was, y'all would know about it. I wouldn't keep that stuff a secret.
We better all know about it.
That's right.
At least us right here on the panel better know about it.
Exactly.
Nah. No, I can't say that that's not going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. But
every Tuesday we meet at the same cafe.
Oh,
and nobody knows
that's where you're going with that.
Now, see, if somebody would get their head out of their ass and do their Tuesday night show, then we could still see each other on Tuesdays, just for morning time.
Yeah, but somebody can't get their head out of the ass, and now they're freaking mowing.
Not yet. There's still snow on the ground.
Yeah, I finished my inventory, my clothing.
Flipping Particles, yes, she has a show at noon Eastern time. Don't forget that.
Yep. Go over there and join her for that.
Nikki, I have a good idea.
I finished all my clothing inventory except my jeans. My jeans aren't included in any of this. I have a whole different rack for my jeans, and they're always good. I do that inventory. I did that inventory not too long ago, actually. But this is what I got out of my clothing inventory. A tub and a whole box full of stuff that's not listed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So this is what I have to list now. Get it back up on there. Because it was on there at one time.
Yeah.
It fell off, So it's a lot. That's a big tub. And
well, now you can reevaluate the stuff too,
Yeah, and I put all of my box numbers in my listing, so I don't have to work with the spreadsheet anymore, and everything. What, Hank? Just question mark, Sally. I did clothing inventory, and I put my box number in. Yeah, the ones that I want to do again anyways. Yeah, but I got good stuff in there. So, yeah, it's definitely, there's a lot of good stuff going back up. So, yeah, but I got all those numbers put back in listing, and I don't have to worry about that stupid spreadsheet anymore. So, I'm glad for that.
Yeah, that's great.
That was kind of hard to manage.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Bridget, what were you saying you had a good idea about?
You should start mowing at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. I wish.
And that way, done by 10 a.m. so you can still come on the show.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Well, if the neighbors wouldn't call the cops on me, I probably would.
Well, that's true.
It's going to be hard enough getting those guys up at 8 a.m., let alone 5 a.m.
Yeah, the rule around here is 9 a.m., but people don't follow it. I'll mow my lawn whenever the hell I want. I even have a headlight on my lawn where I can mow in the night.
Oh my God.
I can mow if I want to.
I have a headlight. That means I can mow at night.
until June, I can't start that early. Can't go until afternoon because. Can you turn that? I can't turn that. Because when school's going, you can't mow. So,
Really?
so until June, until after school ends, I'll be here. In the morning, usually.
So we
but-
have
Huh?
because
Can't
she's mowing the
mow?
school. She's
You
mowing
can't
that school.
We mow schools.
Oh, okay.
We got other
Okay.
stuff too, though, to mow, so we might be able to do that during the day. I don't know yet,
Yeah.
but yeah, the schools alone themselves, I won't be able to do until after school ends.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
We're good,
I was like, you can't mow while school's in session?
That's
That's
what I was
dumb.
thinking.
No, during the day, well, yeah.
I get it.
Until school's
Really
out.
good or what? I remember being in school and then mowing lawns and stuff while we were in school.
Oh, yeah. I remember that too.
Maybe somebody hit a kid or something, so now they can't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And say at my high school, they used to mow the lawn when we were.
Yeah, well, you went to a country school. They had like my daughter's graduating class was like 85 people or something. So
Yeah, I think mine was like 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was 113, and we were one of the biggest graduating classes in Northwestern history.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, these are bigger schools the school that I went to is one of them. And my graduating class was almost 400 people, just the graduating class alone. It was like 389 or something like that. Yeah.
Which that's the number of kids that were in my high school.
Yeah. And that was just my graduating. That wasn't even the 12th graders. That was just the ones that walked across the stage.
I was wondering why they were hiring, because at my school, the janitors were the ones that mowed the lawn.
Oh.
They did everything.
It's a big thing up here.
I'm looking at this A1C chart, and they have like colors. It's like a conversion table, and they have in 3 parts of it they have suicidal on there. Why would suicidal be part of a freaking conversion table for A1C levels?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a term they're using.
I don't know.
That's weird.
They call obesity morbid obesity, you know.
I know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, and maybe it's just a verbiage. It doesn't necessarily mean, that you're suicidal. I mean,
because it goes optimal, which is dark green, and then good, which is light green, and then high, which is like a lime green, and then bad, which is like a beige, terrible, which is orange, horrible, which is darker orange, deathly, which is even darker orange, and then suicidal for 3 different kinds of reds.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Verbiage. That's why she's asking why would it be suicidal.
Well, but why would they, even if it was that, why would suicidal be after deadly?
I don't know. Like
deadly?
Like it's the
like
most,
I could feel
like it's the
bad,
most
but I don't want to kill
serious.
myself.
No, I think it's just the most,
Yeah, it's a verbiage.
like
It's not-
the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
I think it's just verbiage. I don't think it's actual.
Because in October I was 9.1,
What color
and now I'm 7.2.
What color?
Right.
But in some doctors' eyes, if you're too fat, you're trying to kill yourself because they figure that you're not doing what you need to do to change your life, so you must want to die. That's what the way that's not the way I feel, but that's the way some doctors do feel that way.
Well, that's a stupid doctor.
I mean, my oldest daughter went into the doctor one time with, what was it, like a cold or something?
Yeah.
And he told her that she was just one flu away from death. And she was like 22 years old.
What? Oh my God.
25 now, but yeah, she was like 22 at the time. Oh. Needless to say, she got a different doctor. Because she's fat, you know. He said, "You're so fat that you're just one flew away from death."
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a doctor I took my knee on the piece of wood. We went up to the Mariner because I bruised my knee. And he said it's because I was fat. Not because I hit my knee on the piece of wood. That's not why it hurt. It's because I'm fat.
Yeah. Yeah, she bruised her knee on a piece of wood by hitting it on it, and they told her the reason why her knee hurts is because she's fat.
Wow.
Oh gosh. Oh.
It's kind of crazy because these charts are like all over the place. Like
So,
there's,
Sally, what color were you with that 9 point whatever?
a dark orange.
Oh, you were deadly?
Yeah.
Sally. How could you be We didn't know you were deadly.
Yeah, well, I didn't feel like I was deathly, but I guess they. It says good morning.
Morning.
Well, thank goodness. Thank goodness for those injections, because I think that definitely, you know, I don't want to say saved her, but I think it definitely made a difference in her life.
Yeah.
I could tell a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that medicine that they got you on now is really working good, aren't it, Sally?
She's on mute.
Oh. Is that the same medicine that when she first started it, she was feeling all woozy and stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that the same one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of changed her life. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Definitely.
They've really come a long way with diabetes. It's really nice to see.
Yeah.
So,
What'd you say?
I've got a friend who, is that the same medicine that at first when you were taking it was kind of making you woozy and stuff?
Yeah, but see, this is the thing, Nikki. Like, it was making me woozy because it was lowering my blood sugar.
Yeah.
And now that my blood sugar is like leveled out,
yeah,
now it's fine. You know, now I don't get that feeling whenever I take my shot or anything. I just sometimes I get hungry. You know, because my sugar is low or lower than it was. And so I'll get hungry, but that's pretty much it. I don't get like lightheaded like I was.
Yeah.
And I'm at the top dosage now of that Victoza. Because she had me staying on you know, the starting dosage for 2 weeks, and then I went to the middle one for 2 weeks, and then the highest one for, you know, the last. But I'm still on that. So
that's good. I'm glad it finally leveled out and it's working.
Yeah.
A friend of ours, he was terrible with his diabetes, horrible with his diabetes. And they put him on, I don't know if it was Victoza or what it was, but one of the new fandangled medicines anyways. And yeah, I mean, it's done wonders for him. I mean, it's crazy how much, and he still is terrible with his diabetes, but it's working so good that even though he's terrible with his eating, he's still getting his A1Cs lowered.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, once it starts heating up, we're supposed to have 57 on Wednesday. That's shorts weather.
No, it's not.
Not. No, it's but yeah, it is for me.
It is.
But Christy was saying, if you happen to see this, could you share a little bit about the medicine that you're taking? My sister has type 1. I'm type 2, so I don't know if it would be I can't remember. I don't think it would be used for the same thing because I don't think your sugar gets high, right? Well,
Type 1, yeah, it does. Type 1 is the really bad one.
Oh.
That's the one people are born with, and that one is really hard to get. Because like type 2
yeah,
is,
but doesn't it go low too? Doesn't that one, the type 1, doesn't it go high and then low?
I don't know. I know it goes high. I
They
don't know.
both can go high.
Well, they
Type
both
1
can go
isn't,
high.
type 1 is usually what you're born with, correct?
Yeah, that's the really bad one. That's the one that people really have a lot of hard time with.
But I mean, it could still work for that. You just have, you know, it's a prescribed item, so you just have
Yeah,
to
but if it's,
ask your
yeah,
doctor
if
about
it
it.
goes, she said, yeah, it goes very low often. Yeah, so it wouldn't be something that, I don't think it would be something that would even help her level out
Well, she
Yeah.
can ask the doctor about it.
because it might, make it go lower,
Yeah.
but it's called Victoza. You can look into it. But it's a dual purpose medication to where, if you're diabetic, it helps treat your diabetes, by lowering your sugar, and
Yeah.
then also it helps you lose weight. So yeah, it's helping keep my sugars. My sugars usually between 1 and 115. So
That's amazing.
I know. I mean, I've even seen it as low as like 90. So
What
it's
what was the highest that you've ever seen yourself?
I don't even want to say.
We're all gonna go, holy shit.
It's bad. In the 600s.
Oofta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's suicidal.
Thanks a lot, Nikki. Thanks a lot.
She
That's
didn't
bad.
need you piping in.
Yeah.
No, it's wonderful that it just shows that how good that medicine's doing. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
it's like you don't even realize. What are you doing?
What are you doing? What was he grabbing?
He was trying to get my cigarettes. No, but
Wow.
he reached into my kangaroo pocket. I'm like, what are you doing there? Anyways, yeah, I didn't even realize that it was that high. And they had screwed around. They gave me a meter that was like, that was the one for my insurance that my insurance would cover, right? And so they gave me that meter, and then they gave me the strips and stuff for it. And then the next time that I wanted to have them filled, they said they sent the wrong strips. And so I couldn't check my insulin or my sugar for a long time.
Oh, gosh.
And then, like, once I started this Victoza, I really wanted to make sure that my sugar was getting lower and stuff, and make sure that it was working. So I told Brandon, I said, you need to take this meter up there and tell them this is the one that they gave me, and that, I need strips for that. He took it up there. He says, there's no way that you got this from here. I'm like, are you serious? No, they said there's no way that you got this meter from here. We didn't even sell this kind, and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, well, we've been going through Walmart pharmacy for I don't know how many freaking years, but I'm the one that's I don't know. Anyways, Brandon actually bought me a new meter. We just paid for it. Actually, I put in for the thing, the rebate on that, and I haven't got that back yet. Anyways,
Just remember that.
so yeah, so I have my meter and strips and all that figured out now. to where my insurance will cover it or whatever.
Good.
Yeah, we get that here too, Jill, but we get it in usually in June, July, we get all that pollen. You can actually see the pollen, and it'll get on your car's windshields and stuff, but you can see the pollen floating through the air. It's pretty bad. And you just pray for rain, because that's all you feel like you're just breathing in bugs and pollen.
Does Sally go all the way through?
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, yeah, I used to really like chocolate. I used to be like a chocolate addict. Really bad. And I started this medicine, and it started making me feel pukey.
Mm-hmm.
Anything chocolate. I couldn't even have like chocolate. Like, I got the peppermint mocha creamer, which I usually love. Couldn't even drink it. And it would just make me feel gross. But like a couple of weeks ago was like the first time I ate chocolate since then, because I think I was like my monthly was happening, and I mean, I didn't have one, but I felt like I was cramping and stuff a lot, and I felt like I was craving chocolate, and so I had a chocolate bar, and it didn't make me feel pukey. So, but yeah, I know it's hard, Jill. It is hard.
Yeah, that's
yeah. So you guys are having that season now?
Yeah.
Wow.
The pollen and allergies and everything's blooming and
throw away.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're not even.
Where does she live? Because we're not even close to that.
She's in North Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely springtime there.
Yeah, we got a long ways till allergy season here.
Oh, Tina.
Actually, even sometimes before the snow melts, when things start thawing out, we start getting like a mildew or a mold in the grass and stuff. That's allergies too. Yep. So when the snow starts melting, I mean, we get it that form of allergy season first, and then the pollen and stuff.
The worst thing for me is when the weather change, like we have the weather change, where it'll go from cold to warm, and I have to really fight to keep from getting sick at that time.
Yeah, me too.
My body just does not like that weather change, the temperature change. Well, that's good, Jill.
At least with the rain, that kind of washes the air of the pollen, so that's good. But yeah,
it's crazy to think that you guys are blooming and everything, down there already, and here we're still covered in ice and snow.
Yeah.
Well, that was not too long ago. Todd was talking about his flowers coming up.
Yep.
Not too long ago, Todd was talking about going swimming.
Yeah. He's getting his pool cleaned, for God's sakes. Our pools are still frozen.
I know. And will be for quite a while.
Yeah.
Crazy. All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. I hope everybody has a great Monday. Get lots of sales. It's going to be a great sale day. There you go.
Come on.
There's your Tom Maku.
You better.
I'm catching.
Since you didn't say that. Anyway.
And I hope everybody has a great day. Again, we won't have a show. I won't have a show. Sally might have a show. She might not. I don't know. If you're subscribed to the Upside Down Picker, go over there, and if you're not, go in there and and subscribe. If she's having a live tomorrow morning, it'll come up and ding ya.
So if you don't go to the Benz, are you going to be here to do a show?
Yeah.
She's going to the Benz.
Yeah,
but I'm going.
Oh, you are going.
Oh yeah. I'm not
Okay.
thinking about it. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's happening.
It's a done
Okay.
deal.
It's a done deal. It's
right.
on the schedule. It's gonna happen, and I'm gonna do it. And there's no ifs, ands, or asses about it. I'm going.
Okay.
What time are you leaving in the morning?
Probably leave here about 7:30.
Okay.
I'll leave here about 7:30. I should get there right around 9 o'clock.
Are you gonna have a
And,
haul when you get back?
Huh?
Are you gonna have a haul when you get back?
Probably. More than likely, yes.
Oh no, that's a yes. She will. No.
Okay. I'll just let you answer for me. That is the plan. That I will have a haul.
You don't
I'm
have
not
to make
planning-
any
I'm not-
decisions.
not
We'll do it
planning
for
on-
you.
Not planning on getting a whole bunch of stuff because I have a
Nikki
lot
will
of
get on your ass.
stuff. But I'm gonna be pretty conservative and keep it reserved and
Mhm.
see if I can find any
Wait.
gems down there.
Wait.
Yeah, right.
What?
Did you say you were nothing?
Yeah, she's lying.
What?
Nothing.
She's gonna go in there. She's gonna be like an old lady on Good Friday, or I mean on whatever Friday. What the hell is it called? Black
Well,
Friday.
Friday.
And she's gonna be like, "Oh, I gotta buy all the things.
No.
Remember things. Ah!"
No. I gotta keep things reserved.
I have a storage shed I need to fill up.
I
No,
thought
that's
you said you had
that-
things reserved. I'm like, wait a minute, what did she just say?
I know.
it isn't my vocabulary. I can do it.
And then she's gonna be like, "Yeah, I lied. I got 100 pounds."
We love you, Valerie, for thinking you can.
I know I can. I know I can. I could do it.
You're so cute.
Okay.
I'm
Bless your heart.
just giving you shit. I don't care how much stuff you buy. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters to me.
Yes. Yep.
See what happens.
We just love giving you shit.
It's the same way when I go to a good auction. It's like, all the things. I got to get all the things. I know how it is.
Awful.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I will see you later. Have a great day. Get lots of sales. It's going to be a great sale day. Get lots of work done, and see you all later.
What was that saying I
Bye,
heard
guys.
the other day? Bye. I heard
guys.
the saying the other day. It was,